Hi everyone, it's Basa, and today we're going to review interesting DJs that can bring people but can't mix, brings careless approach to their craft, and great performers yet lack of fame. Good or not, you're getting under my radar, and that brings up the question, can you mix? Alright, we begin with Samantha Bernal, and she plays on the roof some house for us. And I called her mix headphones optional. As you will see by the beat match fails that she had throughout the whole mix, I realized at some point that she's not even using headphones at all. And if you're not a pro, well, that's what happens. In total, 4 DJs were playing on the roof, and she had quite a good pitch from the previous guy. Yet as soon as she launched her first track, we already stumbled upon a broken mix. Another thing I noticed, she had a lack of confidence. Well, of course you're not confident if you don't know what you're doing, and that's what really Samantha brought us here. A very good example of what not to do. It seems like she doesn't even know that you need to use headphones. They're not just for the appearance. You actually need to listen. What are you mixing in? If people don't know that, you're in the wrong industry to begin with. The journey of the tracks were quite random. You can feel it, and by the looks of the graph, the whole thing goes down. And it's a shame because the track selection was quite good. If only you could at least beat match, you would definitely succeed in your performance right there and then. But as you lack a basic knowledge, you should be doing something else on someone else's roof. But anyway, let's see what she got for us in such a short period of time, because her set was only 20 minutes. It's the very first mix, and we have a beat match issue. What a shame.
It's like a big double in my mouth. Don't work it out now.
One minute later, we have another beat match issue. No wonder. At 1:16, we have wrong timing. And clearly by her actions we can tell that she doesn't really know what she's doing. $119 and it's absolute trash. Unlistenable. Two minutes later, we have another beat match. Not as bad, but it's still there. that's a tough one. The tracks were clashing. She seems to be nervous or just cold. I don't know. It might be cold there on the roof, but it just didn't sound good, and she killed the previous track instantly. From such an energy rise, everything went well until she just cut off the track A. It's just a great example of how to kill the vibe. That's it. Stop. This is a game over. I honestly wanted to switch off the set. Luckily, the set was actually over. I didn't know it was so short. But yeah, have a listen. It's terrible. As you can see, the whole thing was quite terrible, but yet again, I gotta say that the track selection, I liked it. She cherry-picked quite a few decent tracks here and there, but the performance just was not there at all. The girl does not know how to mix. So for track selection, I'm gonna give her 7. Performance and journey, 4. She was very stagnant and cold on a stage. And for mixing skills, that's a 1. You gotta use those headphones at some point, if not every step of the way. So in total, Samantha Bernal has 4 for the whole set. Will I listen to this set again? Well, no, because it was poorly executed and it's very short. Let's go to the next DJ. Next stop is Beltrack with Tech House. And I call this set Cute Mix with Tiny Controller. I was pretty fascinated by the tiny controller that he had. You can tell of how much passion he got, so he just wants to play no matter what on anything, just to show off his skills. It's like participating in a race with the Kia, although with a Formula 1 engine. It's another short mix. It was only 17 minutes in total. Guys, if you do shorts, well, try to expand it. You gotta do an hour. Like, I've said this multiple times before, you gotta do an hour minimum. If you don't have capacity of 1 hour, don't even, go for this career in the first place. Despite the length of the mix, I like the visuals that he showed us. It shows exactly the timings of where the track starts and ends. So we as a viewer can follow the procedure wherever he's showing us. That's pretty cool. Overall, he had cheesy collection songs. If you can see by the graph, he started strong, as in very first track was strong. But the whole journey was quite flimsy. It had its ups and downs, but that's what you expect in vocalic... Vocalic? Is that the word? Vocalic tech house. So let's see, what did I point out throughout the mix. Right in the beginning at 2:10, we have a dry transition, and it's a power loss. Pretty common mistake of amateurs. Two minutes later, we have another power loss. The graph is going down.
Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time that you move.
We're only 5 minutes in and he's breathing out like he was performing for 6 hours straight. You know what I mean?
Sometimes all I think about is you.
Here kicks and drums are clashing. What a mess. Finally, first great execution. I like this one. Just the rhythm. Well, that's cringe. Cringe 2.0 is on 16th minute. Enjoy. As you can see, he had quite a few moments there that had lack of energy, to be honest. Only a couple of moments I really enjoyed, but overall, in such a short period of time, you gotta be better than that. So for track choices, I'm gonna give him 6. Performance and journey, 6. And for mixing skills, that's a 7. In total, my guy Beltrack has 6.3. Not bad. Couple advices for you: work on your upward mobility regarding the graph. Stop the cringe tapping. If you can't do it like a pro, don't do it. Or practice more to execute perfectly. And do 1 hour sets minimum. Like I said, if you don't have the stamina to keep that pressure in 1 hour, don't do it. Will I ever listen to this set again? Well, no, it's way too short. Let's dive into the next DJ. Next DJ is Tia Cousins, and she played for us electronica and IDM. And I called her set Walk Around the World. Why? Because every track was like a different country based on, you know, like you're literally in your mind within an hour, you're traveling around the globe. Pretty awesome. I did enjoy the set. Every track was very different. The beginning was like spacious Astro sound type of vibe, and then it was picking up a bit in a different pace, not entirely regarding the graph, like going up, but the whole vibrant energy of it was escalating or shape shifting. As you can see, the graph is pretty flat, although it had a slight dip. She didn't have any major issues, I would say, as the genre is pretty easy to mix. There shouldn't be any problem, even if you're a average DJ. It's like the music does everything for you. All you need to do is just deep doop skip. That's it. The rest is done by itself. There's a pinch of 90s feel around the set, like here and there, a few tracks. It takes you back in time, not future back for some reason. So if you like to travel, I highly recommend this set for anyone to listen. It's pretty dope. Tia Cousins knows what she's doing. So let's dive into some moments that I found out interesting. At 350, it's a bit too dry. We should have, brought tracks a bit more together to generate some kind of warmth into it. At 8:10, we have a beat match issue, or not really. I get it. Some old tracks, the kicks for some reason are like doubled or something, so they don't match with the next track. So it's not entirely her fault. Here we got a slight, it might be just a deck malfunction or USB or something. I don't know. Again, not her fault, just something I point out. 1730. It's again we're slowly crawling up the surface. I'm not sure why. I thought we already did it in an intro, but she decided to do it like a double slow pace, double intro, double wave, should I say. We're right in the middle of the set and we have a nice smooth transition. Have a listen, it's very good. Here we got a, again, dry transition, but it's acceptable because it sounds like a bridge, right? When it's the bridge, there's nothing you can do. You just gotta listen to it. So this, the transition itself sounds like a one track, although it's two tracks together. So it sounds pretty cool.
Plateado, te adelanto con mi auto. Automático, plate, automático, plate, automático.
We're 42 minutes in and there's a beat match issue, but she fixed it pretty fast. Although, for some reason, it's like tempo was not adjusted or something. It slides again down, so she had to adjust it one more time. Here we got a final oops moment. Don't touch what you don't know what it's doing, huh? Have a listen. It's not a biggie. It sounds like the volume dropped down for a few seconds. Not a big deal. As you can see, overall mixing was not bad at all. Everything went okay, I guess. Couple of oops moments and glitches here and there, but overall it's good set. Although the half of the mix felt like it was all intro and then she started to generate some power on it. So maybe I would recommend, shorten the intro next time and, escalate faster because you just got only 1 hour. So performance and journey, I'm gonna give her 7. Track selection, 8. And mixing skills, 8 as well. So in total, Tia Cousins got 7.6. Good job. Couple advices: work on your upward mobility regarding the graph and try to be as self, more energetic, like flow with the music. You're quite, calm and stagnant and looking at that, controller like it's your last day or something. So be more alive, I should say. Don't be shy, just spread your wings and be confident in what you're doing, and the rest will follow. Will I ever listen to this set again? Yes, it was quite interesting. Thank you. Let's go forward. Next stop is Nora and Pure, and I called her set Pure House, as she's playing house music. Intro has misled me as it felt like very dreamy type of relaxational soul house, where you can release yourself and not think about anything. Just, talk with someone while you're listening at it, or to feel free as possible. Although once we hit 15th minute, you can see by the graph, everything has changed. She picked up the pace, the genre went much higher than expected. Is it misleading? Maybe. It felt as if the beginning was way too soft comparing to what started on 15th minute. Like it escalated like whoop, quite a lot. So by the looks of the whole structure of the set, I would say intro doesn't make sense. What I've noticed, the crowd was moving. That's a positive for Nora. Also, I've noticed she used the effect panel quite a lot, so it spiced up the whole mixing in itself. Let me tell you, I was tapping the right foot all the time as I was listening to it, so she's done pretty good job. It had a good vibe to it. I gotta admit, it's one of the best sets I've heard from Tomorrowland, and I haven't reviewed a lot of them, so she's doing something right. Anyway, let's see what I found throughout the set. 3:38, we have a slight beat match issue. 28 minutes in and we have an absolutely awesome, catchy drop. 12 minutes later, we have another sick drop. Weirdly enough, here she got early switch for some reason. It didn't sound as smooth as I expected because the bass was carrying the track and then it just evaporates somewhere. Kind of lost the energy, or the moment, should I say. The best moment was here at 47:50 when she delivered another insane drop. As you can see, she has done some pretty classic mixing. Nothing major. No, she's not going crazy. Just smooth, accurately, approaching every track. And as you know, less is more. So she found something there in her own niche. The whole set was a constant movement. I didn't feel any, dips in like bridges even. It was constant. If it's not kick and bass, then it was hi-hats going on, so you are constantly like anticipating and dancing and moving at all times. So for track choices, I'm gonna give her 8. Performance and journey, 9. And mixing skills, 8. In total, Nora got 8.6. Very good score. The only advice I can give her is keep performing to be a very good example to other DJs, because some girls are really struggling out there. Will I ever listen to this set again? Yes, it was quite punchy and rhythmic. Love that quality in the mix. Let's see who's next in line. Finally, we reached Horse Girl, and she played quite a variety of genres, and few of them were glitchcore and hyperpop. And I called her set Careless Farm. as I don't know if she was intoxicated or anything, but she had quite a lot of issues there with the beat match or wrong switch timing, or there was a lot of issues going on throughout the set. I'll show you in a moment. I think in the whole set, the balance was broken as she played few tracks like calm, and some of them were more powerful than the calm one, and then again she slides down into the calm one, or soft track should I say. Then again she switches to more aggressive tempo type of tracks. And on top of that, she couldn't even mix it properly each time. So the graph can show you exactly what I mean by ups and downs. You can clearly see the zigzags going throughout the set. And why Careless Farm? Well, Farm is because she is clearly wearing I'm pretending to be a horse. It's a weird way to get attention, but as long as it works, by all means, do it. But the carelessness was in mixing. Like I said before, I don't know if she was intoxicated or something, but everything was a mishmash. And the mask could not be an issue that she performed poorly, because in the loud places like that, doesn't matter what you have on your head, you definitely will hear the clashes of kicks or other issues that might occur. Although I'll give her a huge plus, she's quite entertaining, so if you want to see something very odd and funny or weird in that matter, then have a look directly. It's a Horse Girl Boiler Room. Can't miss. I would listen to this mix again if this would be well organized. I mean, the journey wise, but the zigzagging, no, it doesn't appeal to me. So let's see quite a few fails that I found out throughout the set. At 3:40, right at the beginning, we have a weird loop. Have a look. This is when she's mixing in and the tracks are just off key. They don't sound well together. It's a weird one. Here she lowered the volume for a few beats, followed by the energy drop, so entire mix was quite going downwards. and we're experiencing distorted loop, followed by an energy loss. Wow, this is disgusting. The switch was unbelievably bad. Oops, we got unsuccessful transition. The volume is way too low on the track B, and the beats haven't been synchronized on the rhythm. Ay, ay, ay. This is when she messed up. She missed the cue somewhere. The window was way too short to mix in the next track. And she had no choice but to start it once the at track A was finished. And then she said, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. It happens. Damn, we're halfway in and she messed up with the loop, the whole transition entirely. Have a look. Another poor example of looping. She's not good at this, is she? Finally, something I can really enjoy. This is my favorite part of the set. .42, 45, we have a beat match issue and the rough mix. We're finishing off with the rough beat match again. So as you can see, the carelessness didn't bring any special hype to the table. Although the crowd was not, they didn't care either what's going on around them. They just came to see the horse mix. That makes sense. So for track choices, I'm gonna give her 7. Performance and journey, 8. Performance carries big time. It's fun to watch. And mixing, unfortunately, it's a 6. So in total, she got for the whole mix a 7. Couple advices: work on your beat match and make a solid, nice, growing graph. Let's jump into the final DJ of today. Finally, our last guest of today is Musique with Afro and Melodic House. I call their set Musique. Bear in mind that the set is 2.5 hours long. Yes, I've listened to it all very carefully, analyzed it thoroughly. If we look at the graph, it seems like we're having very long warm-up. Then we have a dead dip, and then they climb a little bit up, and then maintain that level throughout the rest of the set. Although their mixing is very dry in every step of the way, all you can hear is kicks. So it's slightly repetitive, boring, and not surprising at all. It's like tracks are hardly glued together. What I've noticed, they take their time to mix, Like, it's very extended between the tracks, which is a good thing. Take your time if you have the possibility to do so. If your track is, if your track is like 7 minutes long, sure, you can extend it as much as you can, as long as it sounds well. They stretch the full potential of the track, just like if you would be swimming in a freestyle, like very long stretches, Although some transitions are so long that they create another brand new bridge, which is, why would you do that? So I guess in the whole set they lost that half an hour unnecessarily on the stretches. If they would be shorter, it would be only 2 hours a long mix. The track choices were very basic, hardly any melodies out there. Overall, it's like a low cloud energy type of venture. Their own productions are quite shallow. Whole mix remained in the same type of level. There was no ups or downs, nothing. Just pretty much flat. Although it was leaning downwards, so it went like wee. I don't know what was the venue. It might be that they were performing last in this event, or maybe they were just alone. I don't know. But the graph was going down. And it's normal to have such a graph if you're finishing the festival or whatever. Although they have a big fan base, so they like what they hear. I don't know why. Because to be honest, I would not come back to their performance. There's nothing to catch, not my type of fish, should I say. So let's see those moments, what I found interesting throughout the set. We're a couple of tracks in and we have a power loss because the first track is more powerful than the other one. On 21st minute we have a dry transition, but the drums support the power so it doesn't lose the rhythm and it doesn't lose the vibe. Sounds pretty cool. Here they brought the bass 2 kicks earlier than expected. It gave a better effect upon a drop. Once you get hooked to the nice melody, it kills me when someone just rips it off in the middle of the transition. It's 44:30 and we missed the drop. And they know it. Look at their faces. They cut off the hi-hat bit in the wrong moment, and they had to bring it back at some point to fix the issue. as you can see, they didn't have any major mistakes, especially in 2.5 hours. That's nothing. That's a very good result regarding the mixing. But for track choices, I'm gonna give him 6 only. Performance and journey, 5, because there's no energy. There's no energy, and when there's no energy, why would I be there? And mixing skills, I'm gonna give him 8. So in total for the whole set is 6.3. Quite sad score. The only couple of things I can advise them is shorten the mixes whenever you combine the tracks together, and work on your upward mobility regarding the graph, because you gotta pick up those energies unless you want to keep it flat. But no, who wants flat, right? We gotta go up. We gotta go up, people. Let's go up. And will I listen to this set again? I don't think so. No, that's a no from me. That is it for today. Let me know what you think in comments. Like the videos and drop a follow. Please let me know what you think, as I'll be doing more of these breakdowns. It's been always a pleasure, and I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget, never stop learning. Yours truly, Basa Live. Ciao.